Yo, what is up, my people, my Redux gang? It's your boy Redux, what if? And you already know what is about to happen. You already know what we about to do, what I got to talk about, and what we gonna get into. This is part 3 of What If Tatsumi had Yamamoto, Vergils' legendary sword. Now, I'm gonna give a little recap before we get into the what if. So basically, if you're new and you just want to skip to part 3 for whatever reason you may do that for, I don't know why, but that's up to you. Tatsumi inherited Yamamoto. It's an Imperial Arms, but Tatsumi will finally know that in today's episode. He joined Night Raid, easily beat Ogre, held his own against Zanku, and now he trained with who else? Akame, Mine, and today he's gonna be with Shell. So we get into this what if, and basically everything goes according to plan. He trains with Shell. They do some weight missions, some weight stuff. She tells him to put some armor on, and he goes swimming as they really just get prepared to make their next move, basically. And fast forward, next day, Tatsumi tries on Zanku's Imperial Arms Spectre, and as you know, it rejected him. And then that's when he gets the idea there was an Imperial Arms that could bring somebody back to life, basically, which he gets shot down by Bulat saying there's no Imperial Arms that could bring the dead back. That's basically how life is, and that could get you killed if you get blinded by emotions and rage. And while that happens, Najida explains that there's another Imperial Arms users named Esdeath, as she can manipulate and control ice, basically, and that she's coming to the Empire soon, so they need to get prepared for that, basically. And after we fast forward to Tatsumi sitting on the grass with the starry night sky shining on him below, as he sits there and contemplates about why did it have to be his friends. He thinks to himself, damn it, Sayu and Iesu, if you were here, maybe things will be much more clear. And Shell comes out there and comforts him, saying that it will all be okay, as Shell brings her little blanket and wraps the blanket around him, hugging for an embrace, as she tells Tatsumi that he should just stay here like this for a while. And he said, maybe that wouldn't be so bad after all. And we fade to black. Now, we cut to another part of the world where it's frozen over, like a ice storm or a blizzard hit. And we see people frozen over, chopped up into body parts. As we cut to inside the main throne room, as we see a man licking a certain general's boots. And as she says, get up, dog, he looks at her all fucking twisted and mentally gone, as she swipes her leg over and cuts his head clean off, saying that now that they taken over this part of their empire, she will be making her return to the Imperial Empire. As we fade back to black, and we cut into Leilani and Tatsumi walking through the city. Well, the more like the slums of the empire, as she thought that Tatsumi should go out and have a good time. And they walk, and she tells him about, how she was raised over here. And she runs into old people that she owes a score to, as they chase him down, and they split up with Tatsumi losing Leilone. And Tatsumi, as he loses the bandits that chased after them, basically, he goes and sees that he can't find her, and he is completely lost, as he's like, oh no, I am lost, with the deadpan expression, as his face gets zoomed up upon the camera. And so this is where he runs into Siryu. And for my Akame Got Killed fans, we all really hate this motherfucker. But anyway, back to the story. She runs up to Tatsumi and asks if he needs help finding his way through, since he got lost, and he tries to play it off as he doesn't, but she really insisted anyway, and she grabs his hand as Tatsumi blushed and thinks that she's actually kind of cute, not knowing what the fuck the horror she's about to do later. So as she finds where Tatsumi was looking for, she tells him that she has to go, as something came up, and she goes off about her day running with Tatsumi. Sorry for the yawn. With Tatsumi saying that was really weird, but okay. And as he watches her run off, he said, okay, maybe it's time that I go back and see how Leilani is doing and how she's holding up. So after that, he meets Leilani, and they end up at a whorehouse, basically. Yeah. This is, if y'all can't tell, this is episode 6 of Akame Got Killed, when they end up at a whorehouse, basically. And so they chill on top of the roof, as Leilani says, slaughter everybody and spare the women, as he says, I can do that. And Leilani transforms into her beast form with her imperial arms, as she grabs Tatsumi in bridal style, and excuse me for the yawn, man, that is my bad, for real. She grabs Tatsumi in bridal style as they jump and run into where they're supposed to be. Fade. We're gonna cut here to a new area, a new scene, where Leilani's running across the roof to get there, and they made it to their destination, as she barely broke a sweat and said that was too easy, with Tatsumi, trying to keep his dinner in his stomach because he wasn't used to this type of travel like that. And so a few moments pass by as the whorehouse is filled with nothing but literal weed, drugs being passed around, and men using these poor women to their advantage, the corrupted life of certain individuals, and no one is willing to do anything about it, because that's how the Imperial makes their money. And so Tatsumi looks in disgust, as he can't no longer watch this. And so, without any warning, Leilani says wait, as Tatsumi just rushes in, and no words needed to be spoken, as he grabbed his sword along with Yamamoto, still sheathed, and he fights, slicing 2 of the guards clean off, and he uses Yamamoto to basically stab him in the throat, which it really didn't stab him since it's sheath, but the pure speed, it looked like it went through his throat, but it just destroyed his throat, basically. Pause. Well, y'all know what I mean, so I don't really think there's no need to pause that. But yeah, he lodged it on his neck basically, and he couldn't get no air, and Tatsumi put his other sword through his chest as one of the guards tried to have a sword fight, but it wasn't working. As Tatsumi uh, literally dodged around the corner, as it looked like he literally slid over there in his peripherals, and the guard was wondering how did he move so fast, as he saw the sword come down, and his whole arm was gone, and he bled out. And they took out the boss with Tatsumi saying, "Scum like you doesn't deserve to live. How could he do this with all these women?" And then he said he tried to promise and he tried to bribe Tatsumi out of his killing, saying that he shouldn't, maybe he shouldn't, kill him, as he can promise women money and all the women he want. And Tatsumi saying this is in no way to a woman's heart at all, which makes Leilani, blush and shit, because she wasn't expecting Tatsumi to be such a ladies' man. But I'm finna make this dude the Rizzler. I'm finna give this man so much unintentional gain. It's going to be crazy, as he kills him. And so he tells Leilani it's been done, as we've cut to another scene, another time skip. Let's say about, 3 to 4 hours later, they take a stroll in a park with Leilani telling Tatsumi that the woman will be okay, as she knows a person that can take him in, and that they'll be able to start over, with Tatsumi teasing her, saying he knew she had a soft side the whole time, and it wasn't, she didn't have to try so hard to hide it, which makes Leilani blush, man. And she tells him that she used to be friends with the women, and that's the only reason why she wanted to help. With her telling Tatsumi to wait, as she whispers in his ear, as she basically saying that when he smiles and bees himself, it's really cute, as she licked him in the ear, and saying that when he's grown up, she'll be all his, and she'll make that known. As we pan up to her and saying, which leads to her saying, how's the other group handling their mission, as we cut into Shell and Mine running. They just completed their mission, and they're on their way back to their base, as Siryu, as you may know, ambushes them with her saying that, she found them on a night raid poster, and that she's here to bring justice and revenge for Ogre, basically. And so they begin to fight, and I'm gonna switch up the story here to make it a little bit different. This is where it gets interesting. I would say everything goes to canon, but honestly, I'm finna cook. So as they were on their way back, Leilani says, she'll meet them back at base, with Tatsumi following her lead, as she was already ahead. And as Tatsumi was getting ready to leave, he saw Pumpkin's explosion, which means that something wasn't right, as he dashes towards the scene, moving faster than he ever could imagine, with Yamamoto actually boosting his speed. And as he's running, all you see is like a faint blue trail following him. And as the battle gets heated over there, they're holding their own, but Tatsumi is hoping that he will be able to make it in time. With him getting blocked off by other people, not like not by Imperial arms, not by Imperial guards, but just like people getting in the way, as he decides to jump up in the air and jump from rooftop to rooftop, as everything's pretty much going to canon. And he sees at the park. He sees at the park where he watches Shell get shot in the chest, and as she falls over, he sees Seryu's Imperial Arms Kuro about to kill her, which then this is where he loses consciousness and Yamamoto takes over as he grabs it, Yamamoto, and does his semi-judgment slash as he dashes forward at a blink of an eye and mutilates Kuro, just straight up slice and dice. And so as he did that, he finished it and then disappeared. He just completely disappeared from the scene as Shell was able to not get, brutally mutilated like that, how they did her in the manga and how it was originally supposed to be in canon. She didn't get mutilated like that. She retrieved Ekstase, and she held onto Ekstase, her scissors, and then she was able to grab Shell's limping body, and they were able to escape after Shell did the blinding light with Ekstase, and she left it behind. And so as that happens, they were able to escape, but her wounds were life-threatening, as the bullet that was used was actually poisoned, and so she only had 2 hours at best, and those 2 hours were more than enough because it took a while to get back to base. So after that, she told Mine that it was okay and that everything will be all right, as she finally looks up at Tatsumi and thanks him for all the memories that she had with them, and having flashbacks of everything that was a part of that she was a part of the team, and how the team made her more of a social person and all that. And right before she passes on, she says that only if she had more time with Tatsumi, she could probably tell him how she really truly felt, and maybe things could have ended differently there. And so she takes her last breath and closes her eyes, and then she has officially gone and moved on to the other world. And we fade to black as the camera zooms in on a base and it starts raining. And, basically she's gone. Everybody in Night Raid is sad. Tatsumi is crying, and he's just in awe of what happened, and everybody just seems so calm about it and how they're not showing any emotions. And that's when Bulat hits him, saying that this is the line of work, this is how it is. It's sad that it has to be this way, but if you rely on your emotions too much, this is how you get killed. And that's when Tatsumi took that to heart. But we both know Tatsumi, and the way I'm gonna write him is that emotions is everything. But he understand what Bulat meant, and this is where Mine swore a vow to kill her 1,000 times over, as we fade to black. 2 days pass by, and we see Tatsumi standing alone where he originally was before, at Sayu's and Nietsu's grave, as it was the same starry night where Shell came, and it was a full moon as he starts, as a tear starts to come over him, and as he was crying for her, he could feel Shell's presence. He could feel her warm embrace just hug him from behind as he feels it and says, "Thank you, Shell," as he looks back up into the sky, and we also fade to black again. We look up at a new morning, and it's the crack of dawn. And as we pan out to see the Imperial, we see a blue-haired general on the cliff side, saying that she's home and she's ready to start her new adventures in the Imperial. As we all know, this is General Esdeath, and she is back to play in the Akame Got Killed universe. I don't even know why I ended off like that, but I'm really trying to work on these transitions to end these what ifs. So this will be the end of part 3 of What If Tatsumi had Yamamoto. As you guys can probably tell, is that for now Tatsumi can only draw Yamamoto when he's like in a rageful state, or when he needs to, or in a desperate need. He'll be able to draw it unconsciously and, without any drawbacks once he's ready, once he's strong enough, per what his words from his father was before the sword sealed itself after saying that. And so, so far his abilities is, as you know, he has enhanced speed, durability, and strength from the sword that he keeps by his side. Even when sheathed, he can still access some of the speed perks that it has, as he's able to use like about 25% of Vergils speed, and he's an expert hand-to-hand combat, expert swordsman, and so far he is stacked. He's a lot stronger than the counterpart Tatsumi. Basically, he's a lot stronger than that. So how I'm gonna do this is that he will get in Curcio, but I'm still working on how to send the send devil trigger and the devil trigger thing is gonna work. So for now, he's gonna wield his original sword and Yamamoto like Mirage Edge, how Vergil has the spirit sword and Yamamoto. So he does fight like that. He does fight with his original sword before Curcio, and how he has a Mirage Edge, basically. And so that was another one of his abilities, how he could fight with 2 swords and still be a damn lethal problem. As he was fighting with one, he could fight with without his original sword, with just a sheath, with Yamamoto's sheath, as he has enough power to like break somebody's ribs if he stabs into them. And if he puts enough power into it, he can actually pierce them with Yamamoto with his sheath, which gotta be pretty damn hard to do. So he could do that, move at not hyper speeds, not yet. Let me chill. He can move at super speeds. He has strength, durability, enhanced stamina. He could perceive things faster than what people can do. As you may know, he was able to hold off Akame a lot longer than what his original Ken in part was able to do since he had Yamamoto by his side. So even with Yamamoto's sheath, he's still stacked up. He's still overpowered. But, since he's like not as overpowered, but you know what I mean. He's just like he's stacked up. He's good to go. And so he's only gonna get stronger from here. So with the next what if part, this is where this is where it's gonna be like a 2-part series. I might make an hour long. Not why did I say 2-part series? I'm just like all over the place right now. But yeah, I'm gonna make it probably like an hour long, since it's gonna be the what if when he gets in Curcio, and I might do a few more episodes after that, trying to conjunction it in, featuring anime parts and manga parts, and trying to go with each manga chapter and episode together. So this is gonna be a wild what if. I don't even know how many parts there's gonna be, but we gonna figure it out along the way. Anyway, enough with all that yapping. If we could get a like goal with 5 to 10 likes, maybe 15, that will be amazing. Please, I am fiending for it, man. For real, man. Please help me. I need it. And plus, I like pumping these what ifs out. I like how I'm just firing these ideas off one at a time. And depending how this does, if y'all really like these Akame ga Kill what ifs, I will start doing more Akame ga Kill what ifs. We could get crazy overboard with it if after I finish this, if you want Tatsumi to have the Sharingan, Rinnegan, motherfucking Bakugans, or Yu-Gi-Oh cards, so fucking be it. I will do it. Yeah, but I will have to study up a lot on Yu-Gi-Oh and all the Bakugan, since it's been a while since I had it. Or if we could do parody what ifs. What if Tatsumi had a Blade and he just solos the whole Akame ga Kill universe with Beyblades, bro? Yeah, that would be fucking wild. But anyway, after I finish this, I will make this into a movie. So if y'all don't want to sit here and just watch these parts or hear me go on a yap fest, and you actually enjoy the yap fest, and and then you gotta sit there through parts, I'll just make a whole movie condensing everything into one. It'll probably be like a 3-hour movie, maybe. I'm guessing. I don't know. I might be wrong, but I will make a movie after this series is complete, and then I'll be starting another Akame ga Kill. What is it? Another Akame ga Kill edit. Not edit, but oh my gosh, what if? Jeez, I'm all over the place. I probably need to drink some more water. That's probably why. I need to drink some more water. And I'm probably not listening to smooth jazz. That's probably why I'm all over the place right now. But hope y'all enjoy this what if. I'm done yapping. This is Redux signing off. And don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so y'all get every single what if. I will be forming a Discord soon. So if y'all interested in that, I'll just have the Discord link in the about me, so y'all can just click the Discord link and join. And if y'all got any ideas of what ifs, y'all can shoot me on the Discord and give me your type, like a little script. I will give you credit. I will shout out my subscribers if they got any good ideas that are good and I could cover. But other than that, y'all have a blessed day, and I'm out.